Hello everybody, another week, another question to answer. Today's question is, in your experience, is Flic Flac ever done on point? I don't actually know the real correct answer to that. I could just go ask my ballet teacher and she could give me like a yes or no answer, but where's the fun in that? I think I actually want to make an educated guess with this one. So I don't know if the things that I say are 100% accurate, but this is my best guess given my experience. I guess that's part of the question. In my experience, is Flic Flac ever done on point? And I'm gonna go with the cop-out and say both yes and no. I say yes because theoretically, anything that you do in demi-point, you can also do on point. And because I have taken the bar in point shoes and, have come across Flic Flac in a combination, and I somehow awkwardly clunk my way up into point by the end of the Flic Flac, but I don't necessarily know if that's correct. But I'm also saying no, because remember, Flic Flac is a preparation step. It's meant to help prepare the kids or beginners to get used to turning. So you're usually doing this when you are younger or in a more beginner level, when you have not even stepped into point shoes yet. And by the time that you are already used to turning and starting to dance in point, Flic Flac has already served its purpose and you don't really practice it anymore. You're doing like regular turns and then you go up into point shoes and then Flic Flac kind of becomes obsolete. Also, I cannot think of any classical variation, any performance, any repertoire that has a Flic Flac and point. I'm sure it's much more common in character dances where you can, like slap the floor and you can finish with a flexed foot or you can finish in some other kind of pose. I'm sure it's done in flat and character shoes, but I cannot think of anywhere ever seeing a Flic Flac in point shoes on stage. So theoretically and technically and physically, you can do a Flic Flac on point. It feels awkward, it looks awkward, but I think like academically, you don't. Because the Flic Flac is kind of like training wheels. And it's like, in your experience, do professional motocross racers race with training wheels? And the answer is, you can, but why would you? So let's come down to the ground, feet level, and see what it would look like. So a little recap of Flic Flac in demi-point. If you're going en dehors, you flick back and then front. And remember, your heel scoots like a promenade for the first quarter turn, and then you finish the remainder of the turn in releve. It's most often seen starting and finishing with an extended leg in à la seconde, but you can also finish a Flic Flac in coup de pied, depending on your next move. You can also extend front or back when you're done. Definitely check out my Flic Flac video that goes into more detail about this. So what makes Flic Flac so efficient is by the time you're up and finishing your turn, your feet are right under you, right about here. You're almost in this little susu position before you finish the remainder of the turn and you pick up your foot. My suspicion is that in point shoes, this is going to be problematic. So I'm going to put on my point shoes and show you what I mean, but forgive me, I have not really done anything in point shoes in months, if not a year, so excuse my biscuit feet. So first of all, I don't think we can push a Flic Flac on a pointed foot. That just doesn't feel right. You generally have to push up from a demi-point. So here's where we run into the problem. Let's say we do push off of a high demi-point in our point shoe. We now have this extra length of the point shoe to travel to get on point. And now we have the space here. Our foot is no longer under us. It's not efficient anymore. Now we got all this space to try to pick up our foot and finish that coup de pied. In demi-pointe, it's so much more efficient to keep your foot right under you because you're not trying to compensate for that extra length of the pointe shoe. If we were just staying right on the ball of the foot, we wouldn't come across this issue where the legs kind of come apart because you're transferring your weight to get over the box of your shoe. So I feel like at this point it just defeats the purpose of Flic Flac. You can try to compensate by potentially overcrossing your coup de pied, but then you run into the opposite problem where your ankles kind of clunk together and prevent you from turning. So Flic Flac is generally quick, so if I do it quick, I can kind of cheat by, I don't know, giving a little bit of a hop, taking a little extra plie to really hoist myself up there quickly, but that's not really what Flic Flac is about, so again, we kind of lose the purpose of Flic Flac by cheating. It seems like whenever I try to do Flic Flac slowly and follow the same technique and the same formula that we do it in demi-pointe, that's when things kind of get lost. Like the legs kind of come apart. They're not really staying under me in the way that they should. I'm struggling with keeping the legs together while pushing through the extra length of the pointe shoe, and it just technically does not follow the same formula. It just doesn't seem like Flic Flac was designed for pointe shoes, which makes sense because, as I mentioned, it's really a preparation step. You do it and you're finished with it before you even start getting into pointe shoes. So maybe by the time you're in pointe shoes, Flic Flac is obsolete. But as I said, this is just my educated guess. This is just based on my own experience. As I said, I could be wrong. I could have gone to my teacher and gotten a more concrete answer, but I wanted to play around with this and take my own guess. I think I'm pretty accurate. I don't think you see Flic Flac on pointe, especially during performances. So I think it's safe to say that once you get to a certain level in your dancing, you don't do Flic Flac anymore. But I'm certainly open to hearing other people's experiences. I hope this was at least entertaining, so thank you so much for watching, everybody, and stay salty.